When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fireman. Then I changed my mind and I said, you know what, I want to be an astronaut. And then the ultimate, I wanted to be a garbage man, or what they call a sanitation engineer. I never in a million years thought I would be a social media influencer. Check this out. Here's an article. This is on thehill.com. 1 in 4 Gen Zers plan to become social media influencers. So that's 25% of young people want to be a social media influencer. Here's an article on CBS News. 86% of young Americans want to become a social media influencer. And then I love this one. This is from helpyourteens.com. According to one study, 98% of middle school. So man, oh man, literally everybody and their dog wants to be a social media influencer. So in this video, I'm going to walk through on Redbubble, on TeePublic, and on Amazon. I'm going to take a look at the social media niche. I'm going to give you some brainstorming ideas on how you can take advantage of this. Because not only are social media influencers, they're also customers. Let's jump in. Okay, so a lot of times what happens is you're thinking about niches, and so you go to Redbubble and you type in social media, you get back 36,000 results and you go, oh, that's too many results. And then you see something like Mr. Beast and a Facebook logo and an Instagram logo. I mean, this is obviously trademark infringing here. And, you know, here's an Instagram like sticker right at the very top. So it's like, well, where do we go? Like, what do we do? Because 36,000 is a lot of results, and it's such a vague search term. So how do you drill on down and find something that's compliant with the Redbubbles and the TeePublics of the world, but also are things that somebody would actually want? So here's an easy way to start. I Googled top social media terms. I got back this top 30 social media and marketing terms, and as I scroll down, I'm going to see things that are not necessarily trademarked. Something like an A/B testing, algorithm, blog, chatbot, clickbait, click-through rate, conversion rate, crowdsourcing. These are very generic terms, but they mean something to people that are in the social media platform. So I'm going to use this one, for example, follower. So here's a super basic design. I just popped it open in Photoshop, took me all of 10 seconds. It doesn't mean anything unless you know about social media. So if grandma looked at the shirt and she went, what, you want me to follow you? Are you the Pied Piper? No, if you're on social media, it's a big deal to get likes and follows. So this is just one very basic idea because it's niche specific. Here's another one that's kind of funny. There's a term called I'm internet famous, meaning I'm only famous on the internet, but nobody in real life knows who I am. So you could make this even more funny by just simply moving this text around. I'm just going to make this even tinier. So you could have a t-shirt that looked like that, for example. And this would be really funny at parties because, of course, you know, guys trying to pick up girls, or if somebody thinks they're hilarious, you know, you'd have a shirt that looks like that. And from far away, it would say I'm famous. But of course, when you look up close, it would say I'm internet famous. So it's an inside joke to anybody who's in social media. And here's another option, simply like, follow, repeat. Another one would be live, love, follow, instead of live, love, life, or life, live, laugh. There's all different variations of it. Live, laugh, social media, live, laugh, like, live, laugh, follow. And there's, you know, you can just play around with these. So, you know, within 30 seconds, I've got basically 40 different variants. And of course, you can change out the fonts. You can, of course, use higher end programs like Kittle, or you can use, you know, high-end text tools where you can change the way this all looks. I'm just using this as simple text just to show you about the idea, but the possibilities really are endless. So a lot of times if people are searching for social media design, they might type in social media, they get back 36,000 results, and they're going to start scrolling, and they're going to see pretty quickly that not every design really corresponds to the search term. You know, here's a dog with Pringles. Let me do it for you. I mean, other than maybe it being some sort of a social media meme, it's not necessarily what a content creator would be looking for. So another option would be social media funny, and instead of 36,000 results, we're all the way down to 11,000 results. That is a lot of results, I do agree, but if you know, it's really important to tag your designs. You need to put in things like social media funny. Here's one that says follow me, it's 10,000. Here's another one, influencer, it's only 12,000. I know it seems like a lot, but if you get really specific, so for example, up here at the top on Redbubble, they've got blogger, content creator, CEO, startup, brats, for moms, hashtag, Insta. There's lots of different ones here. And I would, again, avoid anything like a Paris Hilton design that's trademarked or a celebrity. But there's all sorts of different social media niches, things like bloggers, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And there's all sorts of terms inside of those that are specific. So here's another great example. I'm on TeePublic. I type in social media. Now it's not going to give me back the number of results, but it will give me back the page count. So when I scroll down to the bottom, I can see I'm at 50, which is the maximum that it shows. So that's a bit depressing because 50 pages of results means I'm probably not going to get found pretty easily. Social media is a crappy term. But how about this one? Live streaming. So here's a great t-shirt. I'm not talking to myself, I'm live streaming. So if you were like a teenager or a young person or even an old person that was interested in YouTube or doing any sort of videos, that could be a funny shirt. Remember, TeePublic is big into gifts as well. So people will buy a shirt for someone else. Auntie thinks that little Johnny's going to be a YouTube star. This is a hilarious shirt for him. As I scroll on down to the bottom, I'll see on TeePublic, there's only 2 pages. Which means, there's not really a lot of competition for this one, I think, pretty important keyword. Let's take a look here at Amazon. I've got 105 results for live streaming t-shirt. You'll see the top results have pretty basic stuff. I'm not talking to myself, I'm live streaming, live stream gamer, definition shirt is pretty popular, live streaming is popular. But as we scroll on down, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot else here. There's one subscribe to my channel, but that's kind of it. Like there's not a whole lot else. Oh, here's a couple more. So maybe we're looking at on the first page, maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 results. So what I would recommend is avoid things like the YouTube logo, which could be trademarked. And instead, I would have a shirt, so for example, like this, but I would not have the subscribe with the triangle because that's a YouTube logo. I would just have a red subscribe and then a similar shirt to this. I wouldn't exactly copy it. I don't particularly think the text looks all that great, but it's not bad. It's not a horrible shirt. So there's definitely room in the space to do these niche type shirts because there's not a ton of results. And I'm just using one example, live stream. There's many, many more examples. I hope you found this video walkthrough helpful. The purpose of this was to be a high level overview. It's not meant to be comprehensive. I'm not going to deep dive for 4 hours into all the different niches. You can use your imagination. And if you're big into TikTok or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, just remember there's niche specific terms. And if you match it up with graphics here, I was just doing text examples, but you can see here gaming results have a gaming device. There's a microphone. There's little like radio signals. You could use the earth. There's all sorts of things. So definitely check out this niche. Good luck in your search. I believe in you and happy creating. Here's another video on how you can supercharge your print on demand journey.